Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Report reaching us right now is that Ooni of Ife prioritizes Queen Naomi's return, leaving otherwise in emotional disarray amid royal reconciliation. As we are hearing what is going on right now, if the information is true, they said in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, tradition, it's something that is so well respected, and everybody tried to live up to the expectation of the tradition. Okay, but recently things have been happening in the palace. The fact that the Ooni of Ife is abandoning other Oloris, focusing 100% on Olori Naomi. Okay, they said as the sacred words of palace echoed with Oriko chants and reconciliation, right? All attention has turned towards one name, Queen Naomi. Her name, once whispered hope in the palace and echo boldly in every corner of the palace as the Ooni of Ife intensified, effort to restore her to her rightful place, okay? And, her name has been whispering in the palace. They said recently the preparation, for Queen Naomi's reconciliation, of course, you do know that the reconciliation is not happening like na. It's happening when it will happen, but for now they are doing a lot of rituals, gearing towards that reconciliation ceremony. Okay, they say Ooni of Ife, because of this reconciliation and the ceremony that is fast approaching, especially the full moon ceremony, they said the Ooni of Ife is just focused and loving Olori Naomi, that he could care less about any other Olori. Nobody means anything to him. He is not seeing anybody. He's not associating with anybody. He doesn't want to do anything with them. And this is something that is making them feel so bad. They say the reconciliation rites have been sacred, layered, and deeply spiritual. The Ooni of Ife has not only performed Abefe Oba, an ancient rite of reconciliation and spiritual reinstatement, but has also followed every instruction from the Ifa priest with uncommon dedication, from turning royal Iro Kere to her in a symbol of peace and surrender, to delivering sacred asebo and beads through palace elders to her family compound. It is clear, to everyone that this is not a mere gesture of affection, it's a royal decree from the heart. As the rites, intensified, so did the emotional unraveling of the other wives. Each day brought a new reminder that their position, once stable and celebrated, were now floating in uncertainty. Their royal chamber, once filled with attention and give, now felt quieter. The Oni, while not cruel or dismissive, had become emotionally distant. His focus is fixed, his time restructured, and his energy rooted to spiritual fasting and private meditations, most of which centered around Olori Naomi. Some of the wives tried to appeal to the palace elders. They spoke of their confusion, their growing sadness, their desire to understand their position in the king's new emotional journey, but the elders could only offer comfort, not solution. They too had witnessed the signs. They too had seen the Oni's face light up during discussions about Olori Naomi. They have seen the symbolic, placement of their royal stool, restored, clean, and wrapped in new white fabrics. Okay, the Oni's action is not hidden. He made his intention clear through tradition. No public speeches were made, but every sacred act said, more than what could ever, do. Okay, the palace musician resumed practicing Queen Naomi's welcome chant and all of that. They say Kabiyesi is just focused on one thing only, being there for Queen Naomi, loving Queen Naomi, wanting to be with Queen Naomi, that is the only thing that the Ooni of Ife is focused on right now. And he is not letting anybody distract him. And they said this is something that has really bothered the Oloris who have cried so much. But then again, I expect that to whom much is given, much is expected. The Oloris have caused him too much pain. You think that he is a stick, he also feels it. And maybe that is why he's doing everything to bring his wife back, so he can feel the peace that he deserves to feel. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.